If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving.
Yes, you're looking at us live in the flesh, y'all. I know we've been teasing the comeback, but crap happens. But we are here, episode number 95. We're on our way, Dante, finally to hit this 100 mark. But what is going on, y'all? What is up? It's me, it's Key. We're back in the building with another episode of 7200 Seconds. As always, I got my guy, Coach Dante. He is here. Coach, what's going on, man? And now I can't hear you.
My bad. It feels good to be back up here with the bestie again. But other than that, I can tell you what's up. I know the 76ers ain't what's up. I know that.
We gonna talk about that.
But nah, all jokes aside. But other than that, I'm just happy to be back. And you know, we try to get this 100 episode, y'all. We gonna get that. Don't worry.
We ain't forget. Life has been lifing. I done moved. As you can tell, I'm in a new spot. But we're gonna get this 100th episode, trying to get there again. Still be the giveaways, still the jersey if you're choosing. 3 giveaways. The jersey if you're choosing. Again, we are a sports show. Look, even though we don't do hockey, you want a hockey jersey, you can get the hockey jersey. Baseball, football, basketball, you name it, jersey you're choosing. Then you get the 7200 second shirt, and then the hat as well.
Just don't get the Flyers jersey.
You know what? The Flyers got more promise than the Sixers right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. Not even gonna hold you. But yeah, the jersey you're choosing, just look out for everything to be a part of that. Again, it'll be the hold up. I gotta find my charger, but not right now because I ain't trying to have nothing die on me. But just look out for that. How to get your name entered and have this big old wheel on screen so y'all don't know I'm cheating. And then there'll be the big call-in show as well. Invite people up here. You just can't be on any old body. You gotta be knowledgeable. You can't have people that's got some crazy takes just to hop up on here. But nitty-gritty headline that's going on right now. Looks like Chicago fans have got one of their wishes. Shane Waldron is gone as OC. They did give him the boot, but Matt Eberflus is still there. So that happened. The 49ers signed Lanier for 5 years, $92 million. So they did lock up their secondary guy back there for the 49ers. What else happened today? Oh yeah, guess what else happened today, Dante?
What else happened?
Guess who's not playing tonight?
Who?
Mr. Joel Embiid.
Oh, again? Not again? Oh,
it's a back-to-back.
Oh,
and
my.
him and Paul George aren't playing. According to Shams, against the Cavs, one of the hottest teams in the NBA, they're going to beat us by 50. But again, we'll talk about the NBA when that comes because I got a little something to say about that, Mr. Joel Embiid. When we get time there.
Can I say something nice, right quick?
Go ahead.
You remember wrestling when the first time Stone Cold was named commissioner, right? And
right.
This remind me of what I'm about to say to the Sixers. You remember when he made those matches and he put Shane McMahon against X-Pac and Kane in a handicap match? And he said, I will be nice to you and say good luck. That's what I'm saying to the Sixers tonight. I will be nice to you.
At this point, we're not even a playing team. But anyway, like I said, we're going to talk about basketball when that time comes. But man, they dragged me. I was like, I'm not going to get drug in. And then they suit me up to suck me in for disappointment. I'm not even drugged in right now. But anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Again, we're going to talk about the basketball portion when it comes. But Anthony Richardson, he will be getting the starting nod. Not sure if you caught what Kevin O'Connell said to him because Kevin O'Connell was mic'd up. And, everybody's been going in negatively about Richardson.
No.
His career is done by this move. blah blah blah. But Kevin O'Connell went up to him and just said some very positive words, encouraging words for him. So finally somebody that's positive and not being all hateful. Patrick Queen said that the Ravens didn't want him back. He's with the Steelers now. Jack Stoll got waived from the Eagles, but I just got the word that the Dolphins picked him up. So he got picked up. Davis gets waived from the Bears today. What's going on, Sergeant? How y'all doing? Devin, I appreciate you. And Daniel, as always, appreciate y'all. Again, the phone lines will be open towards the end if y'all want to call in and voice your opinions, comments, concerns, whatever. J.J. McCarthy has to get a second knee injury. But all right, before we get into the real nitty-gritty of things, Coach, let's break down your coach's list. Who is number one today?
Oh man, there's some good players on this list, man. I know it's a great players on this list. So we're gonna go with number 5. We're gonna go with Cooper Flagg. I mean, like I say, this guy will be entering the NBA draft next season. He will be a possibility number 1 pick. Already showing good signs on why he's the number 1 pick. Last night, even in the loss against Kentucky, he was really good. 26-12 last night. That was really good last night for Cooper Flagg against Kentucky, even though they did end up losing that game. But Cooper Flagg was very good. Number 4, we got Anissa Morrow. Had a grown lady triple-double. My goodness, man. Look at that. 20, 21 rebounds. That's 20. Kids, that 20 rebounds right there?
She pulling Jokic numbers.
Yeah, she pulling Jokic numbers. 21 points, 20 rebounds against it was a scrimmage game. It wasn't getting to nobody, but hey, that's ladies basketball. Number 3, we got Jalen Miro for Alabama. I mean, they just tortured LSU, man, on the ground. It's like it wasn't his passing yards, but it was this one I'm talking about. 12 carries, 185 yards. 4 touchdowns. My goodness, a quarterback just running rough shot on LSU.
They put a mud hole. I've never seen LSU get beat up like that. Oh my God!
By Alabama, they don't normally get beat up by Alabama that way. And now was just crazy.
They couldn't stop a Cole if they couldn't stop Jesus if he was out there on the field.
They couldn't stop us too. They couldn't even stop us if we ran. Number 2, we got Jamar Chase at number 2. I would have put him at number 1. He was easily a candidate. I should have put him at number 1. But Jamar Chase, 11 catches, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he let that Ravens defense have it. And
that was a good game.
That was a real good game Monday night. That was a real good
Thursday night game.
That probably was the best Thursday night game that we probably seen in a while. And number 1, against Klay Thompson and his buddy Stephen Curry, they were down by 7 points, 112-105, and Stephen Curry led his team back to victory. 37 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. That is your coach's list. Stephen Curry has made the top. Is the defending champion going into next week. We'll see going into whenever we do 7,200 seconds. But Stephen Curry gets the number 1 nod over Jamar Chase. So yeah. In a comeback win against his buddy Clay, by the way, who did have a good game last night as well.
Spoiled that man's return. He said, "Nope, I am going to get the last laugh here, Mr. Thompson. You will not beat us tonight." But again, we're gonna get into the NBA too, because there's some very not say surprising teams that's shocking. But
we do need that. We do need when we get into the NBA. I got a question. A real good question.
Oh my God. I'm not ready for this question. Like
you know it's gonna be so crazy, huh?
Just gonna shake my head. I'm just shaking my head right now. But we are in week 11 of the NFL. And remember, we were just saying, "Oh, I can't wait till the NFL starts."
Mm-hmm.
It's already week 11.
Yep.
You're halfway through the season. So Dante, so who do you think the front runners are in your opinion for MVP?
Lamar Jackson definitely is a front runner. I won't be surprised 3 years in a row. That would be insane if this guy get it. You got Derrick Henry definitely is up there. Again, there's only a smaller amount of front runners that's in MVP right now. But like I say, man, I would just say Lamar Jackson. You know, Derrick Henry is up there. He's having a sensational, definitely having a sensational year. Josh Allen, you can put him in the discussion. He's been playing some really good football as well. But yeah, those are probably my front runners to be the MVP.
Definitely Derrick Henry. I mean, we always see quarterbacks as an MVP. I mean, it's been a while since AP did it. Why not start the trending back? I think Derrick Henry definitely could be a candidate. The way he's ripping and running, them yards, he already over 1,000 yards already. He's the first one to get it. Eric Dickerson said it's possible that he can break his own record. That hasn't been broken since ED done it. Came close. Jamal Lewis, I believe he was like 3 yards away.
Yep, Jamal Lewis, I remember that.
3 yards away from breaking it. I know AP was close that 1 year. So we haven't seen anyone try to do it since. Could Derrick Henry be that guy? What's going on, Mo?
What's good, Mo? Oh, now you want to be a fan, huh? Yeah. That boy Mo said, "Hey, I can finally be a fan again, huh?"
Hi. My child was at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a new flag, Mo? Because I know you burnt the other one. When they was the Redskins, he sure enough burnt it. So hopefully he got a new flag. But no, one can argue maybe Jalen Hurts could be in the MVP conversation. Some even say, I know Ryan Clark even mentioned Kyler Murray. Would you put? That's a good segue into my next question. We all laughed at Jonathan Gannon getting a job in Arizona. Last year, he had them competing. This year, they are number one in their division. Talk about the Arizona Cardinals, Dante.
Arizona? Don't the Philadelphia Eagles have some familiar over there in Arizona? And Bessie, can you tell me what's that man's name is? Who that
I
man
just
is?
said it, Jonathan Gannon.
So Jonathan Gannon leaves from a defensive coordinator where everybody wanted him out. Now he's turned the franchise around. Marvin Harrison Jr. proves to be a very good player. Like I say, he was the best receiver in his class, and it's proved to be he is the best receiver in this draft class. Kyler Murray playing well too. You gotta give Kyler Murray credit. James Conner is playing really good. This defense is playing good. I think it's another familiar foe that the Eagles got over there too that they know very well. Kazir White, is he still over there?
It's all right. We don't need him.
Kazir White is over there as well. But yeah, man, Jonathan Gannon, man, is proven to be a capable, very good head coach over there in Arizona. But that you also got to give credit to James Conner, Kyler Murray playing some good football over there. That defense over there being very competitive. So yeah, man, you just got to get them credit. Get them the credit right there.
I mean, I wouldn't put Kyler Murray in the MVP conversation.
Now he's not in the MVP conversation, but he is playing well. He is playing some great, good football for them.
Gotta get my charger here because it's gonna die, and I ain't trying to have all that. So just give me 1 second. All right, there we go. What's going on, Poison Ivy? Appreciate you. I know it's been a long time. It's been a minute, but we are finally here. Again, life has been going on. Practice starting. I done moved. Dante's doing his thing with high school basketball and football over there in Texas. Make sure y'all check them out on Instagram if y'all have not. Check them out. Cool, what's going on? Appreciate you.
Oh my God, what up?
Got to give Arizona defense credit. Every game they are matched, but they play their asses off. Yeah,
no, they do. That's all you can ask for, man. That's all you can ask for. I mean, even if you lose, as long as you're going out there, you playing your heart out, and you giving it all you got, and you giving effort. You just losing because your team is not so good, but you just losing to teams that's actually better than you, and it's and it's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just really nothing wrong with that. You either losing because you're bad, or you either losing because the teams are just better than you, just actually a better football team than you. But as long as you're going out there and compete, that's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. And you got to have a coach as well. You got to have a coach as well that the players will actually play for too.
This is true. Gannon got them boys over there focused, working. So I can't say too much bad about the Arizona Cardinals because they are number one in the NFC West at 6-4, and San Fran's right behind them. Another quarterback, Caleb Williams. It was talking rumored they was going to bench him for Tyler Bagent. It is not this man's fault. The way he getting beat up like this. You mean to tell me y'all let this man get sacked 9 times? 9 times by the New England Patriots, who just as sorry as y'all. Y'all let him get sacked 9 times. Y'all fired your OC. Y'all want the head coach fired. Y'all let Jaden Daniels just sit there and throw this Hail Mary because what's his name? Stevenson was playing around with the crowd. What does Chicago got to do for Caleb Williams not to go his career go south?
Well, they got
because look what happened with Justin Fields. Same issue. Justin Fields wasn't bad, and it's not like Chicago don't have anybody. DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, they got Swift back there running. Their defense, it was always been solid throughout the Bears franchise. It's all about defense. They've never been good. They've never been there offensively. But they got pieces to help Caleb Williams. They just don't got no line. He don't have no time to even throw. As soon as they hike the ball, they in his face. What does Chicago have to do?
You got to invest in the offensive line. That's what you got to invest in. And it starts, like I was telling Gooley other day, you got to take some time and you got to invest in the offensive line. I mean, this man is a rookie and he can't be getting hit that much. But also,
you changed your name.
That's Alison Vlogs.
Yes.
I think I know who he is when he said the son. But yeah, but also, if he does get times, Caleb Williams does got to make the throws. Does got to make some throws, and he got to do a better job of spreading the football around when he has time. So I'll say offensive line is the main issue, but I don't want to put it all on the offensive line because it is times where the pocket is clean and he runs up out of there a little bit faster than you think, and he's haven't made the throws that he needed to make. So the offensive line is the biggest issue. I'm going to say that. But also, DJ Moore hasn't been happy. DJ Moore hasn't been happy at times because he has not gotten the ball when he's open. This running game has not really been kicked off. So it's a lot of things going on with this offense. Again, Shane Waldron, I would never question the coach should be fired, but that was the right move. But then again, just like the Jets, you fire Robert Saleh, and what have changed? Nothing has changed. Is this going to make Chicago change? We will definitely find out. Is it going to make Chicago change? Again, you shouldn't be losing to the New England Patriots. You should not be losing to the. I know he got sacked 9 times because it's a lot of times that I agree with Mo. It's a lot of times Caleb Williams had open receivers. He has not hit them. So we got to hold him some accountability on that too. And another thing, Justin Fields, yeah, even though he's not starting, but he is happy where he at right now because he's with a good team. You drafted Caleb Williams because you think he could be better than Justin Fields. So if the Bears don't make the playoffs, it's very disappointing because again, you got better weapons. You arguably got better weapons than Justin Fields had over there. You have a better running back than Justin Fields had over there. The offensive line still is the same, and Justin Fields was able to do more with that offensive line than Caleb has done. But again, when Caleb gets his opportunities, he got to make those open throws. He has to make those throws. So the offensive line is the biggest issue, and I agree. He needs to invest in the offensive line. The defense is good. They're fine. They don't give up too many scores. Then the only reason you would give up a lot of those scores because your offense ain't did a rat ass thing. They ain't did nothing. But other than that, offensive line is basically the biggest issue. You got to, if you're the owner, Ryan Poles, you got to invest in the offensive line, bro. You see your quarterback getting beat up 9 times. This ain't the only time he got beat up. He got beat up against my Houston Texans. Mm-hmm. That was a lot. He got beat up against them. He got beat up several times. So you got to invest in the offensive line really, really fast. But also, when Caleb Williams gets a clean pocket, you got to make those throws. You got to make those open throws. It's a lot of times you miss open wide receivers this year consistently over and over, and you had bad decision making. So some of that is on him, but the biggest problem is the offensive line. You got to invest in the offensive line.
Let's see. Trying to see who has the most sacks this year. When it comes,
DJ Stroud in there now too.
All right, so right now, Caleb Williams has been sacked 38 times. CJ is right behind him, 34. Deshaun Watson, 33. Daniel Jones, 29. Geno, 28. And we were just talking about Kyler Murray. Surprisingly, 15 times only has been sacked this year.
Yeah, because it's mobility. His mobility is that.
So, but 38 times. 38 times. Mo says Doomsday gets open enough. He can at least make 6 catches a game. Like I said, the Bears has weapons. They got them. Segue into the next question. We was talking about Robert Saleh, how he was the first coach to get booted. But look what happened now that he's gone. Was Robert Saleh the problem?
It tells you he wasn't a problem. It just tells you he was not the problem. Anytime a coach get fired, you're basically saying he is the problem of that squad. But basically, did it do him any good when they fired him? Did it do him any good when they fired him? No, because the team is still actually the same. You can't score on offense. The defense still is solid. It's still going to be solid. The defense is going to do enough to keep you in games. And much as Devontae Adams, complained about wanting to leave the Raiders, he has not shown any life and gave this team offense any type of life. The offense is really still the same. So again, I don't think Robert Saleh was the actual legit problem. I don't think he was the actual problem. Man, this man had the top rated defense in the NFL. His defense, he was doing his job on defense.
Now that he left, I think they fell.
They fell. They took a hard hit when they fell. And again, like I said, I'm gonna say this over and over. If it's that bad to where you have to get a security guard to get me up out of the building, like I'm a threat, I would have reached over that counter and I would have grabbed that GM and gave him something to really, really get them security guards on me. Because that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You made it seem like that man was the worst dude and was a threat. So really, if I was Robert Saleh, I would have reached.
If anything, Hackett should have been going first.
No, Hackett should have been gone because his offense hasn't done nothing. Breece Hall hasn't been the running since he to his ACL up. He hasn't been a running back. He's supposed to be in his first year. And again, Sauce Gardner, his defensive issues starting to show because he holds a lot. And people are starting to call that pass interference penalty and that holding penalty. If you watch Jets games, he's starting to hold a lot, which is players been saying that. Players been saying Sauce Gardner holds. He holds a lot. That's part of the reason, that he's one of the best corners in the game, and it's starting to show. And referees starting to see the call. But other than that, the defense took a big hit. I think the defense is still fine. They're still good, but they have not been the same. But that offense has gotten even worse.
I don't know, and it just makes no sense why Devontae would want to go with the Jets. I get it's Aaron Rodgers; they know each other, but Devontae, you're still one of the top a top 10 receiver in this league. You deserve to fight, at least go to a contending team because you deserve that much. But you want to go with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers? Like, the Jets need to stop catering to this man.
But you know what's so bad about it? You know what it ain't? What's so bad about it? Your receiving core is pretty good. You got Garrett Wilson. You got Devontae Adams, who you think can still do it. Alan Lazard, he can't catch a guy during cold, but you still got capable wide receivers. You got a good running back room in Braylon Allen and Breece Hall, but them two just have not turned it on, just have not got it going.
Because the Jets going to have to think about a QB because Aaron Rodgers is getting old. He said a young QB like Sam Howell would have a field day with Adams and Wilson. I mean, Daniel Jones. Good grief. He is another disaster. Has he played his last game with New York?
He should. You should have seen enough of him at this point. He got the contract. I mean, I always thought he had some potential, but he just never showed it. Yeah, he should. And this should be his last season with the New York Giants. Daniel Jones is right now, he's a backup quarterback in this league. I think he's a backup. I don't think he's a starter. So it should be his last season with the New York Giants.
I know that the Giants are regretting giving him money and not Mr. Barkley. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for not letting Saquon come back. I definitely appreciate y'all because he is happy where he's at. What's going on, Vic? The Giants, they're dumpster fire too. There's no way. And there was a toss-up game for me when it came to pick them. I was like, do I want the Giants? I don't want the Panthers. And my gut said take the Panthers, but I'm like, we don't know which Bryce Young we gonna see on Sunday. And I took the Giants, even though the Giants didn't make a comeback. And what happened? Interception.
So like I say, I'll just be picking games just to be picking them. I'll just be really don't care. I'll just be picking games just to be picking. I shouldn't really even be that close in the standings like that. To be honest, for real, just really to be honest, I just pick. I just pick games just to be picking.
I said the Giants have a better chance starting their kicker as QB. But that's I don't know, but dumpster fires and over there in the Giants. Vic says thank you, Joe. Thank you, John Moore, for giving up on Saquon Barkley. Definitely. Deebo Samuel. We all seen Jake Moody. Jake Moody was coming off an injury, but no excuses. You got one job as a kicker, and that's to kick field goals. He missed 3. But when it counted the most, he did make the game-winning field goal. But you saw on the sidelines, Deebo Samuel went over there and was getting in Moody's face, and the long snapper was defending them, and then they got into a scuffle. Do you agree with what Deebo Samuel did?
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it.
I get you wanted to hold people accountable, but at the same time,
but you don't get in nobody's face and just start a conflict like that. There's nothing wrong with just holding him accountable, but the problem is you just made it personal by getting in someone's face, like getting in the man's face and just starting a problem. Like, again, I don't got no problem with him holding accountable. It's a different way you can hold a person accountable. You don't just get in the man's face and try to just start a fight over that, or just start a fight and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't like what he did. I don't like him by getting.
You're supposed to be one of the captains on the team, one of the leaders. You're supposed to go over there and put some confidence back in your players or your teammates. All right, Jake, you know what? You missed one. It's all right. We got the next one. All right, Jake. You just getting out there. I think what really drove it, the man missed 3 kicks. But again, the man dropped. Deebo Samuel don't do a good job of catching the ball either. He don't do a good job of just holding on to the football either. So he talking about a kicker's job. Go out there and do your damn job right. Right. You don't see Jake Moody getting up in your face. No. I would have took that ball and threw it. As soon as I made that game with a kick, me and Deebo would have been fighting. I'm sorry. Like, oh, you gonna hit me now? I made it. I understand. I shouldn't have missed those kicks when it mattered. I missed those kicks, but I hit the game winner when it mattered. We got the W, right? It don't matter how we got the win, we got it. So I definitely don't appreciate what Deebo did. I get it. you're trying to hold your kicker accountable, but you don't do it that way. And again, Jake was coming off an injury. Again, that's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a kicker. You got one job. It's to kick field goals. Yeah, he gets no points for that. Mushing a kicker like that, beating up the class nerd, you get no cool points. Right? They defenseless. All they do is kick the ball, especially the long snapper. You can't touch the long snapper. Look, give me long snapper. I can give me some pads. I can be a long snapper because you can't touch me in the field goal. So I get paid a couple millions just to snap a damn ball. But yeah, I definitely don't appreciate what Deebo did. Like I said, I get it, but it's another way he could have done it. It's other analysts on ESPN was like, oh, I absolutely agree with Deebo. No. It's other ways of boosting up your teammates and still holding them accountable. But like, all right, Jake, I understand you missing some kicks, but come on, big dog, we need you the next one. Don't something encouraging? Like, why be so negative? Again, why being so negative about things? Like, I just don't like it now. If the long snapper would have got you on your chin, we wouldn't be having this conversation because old boy's about to go in on him. Who's the next coach on the hot seat?
Who's the next coach on the hot seat? Mike McCarthy should be the next coach on the hot seat.
Got Eberflus.
Don't be surprised.
Eberflus seat is hot. His seat is burning.
You got questions about Antonio Pierce's job as well. You got questions about his job. Is he the right guy for the Raiders? I think they may need to go in a different direction. So I think those three coaches, I think their job is on the line after this season.
I got Eberflus. We got Dougie P over in Jacksonville. Mike McCarthy definitely, but we all know Jerry is not going to boot him mid-season, even though this is his last season. Just let him. He's not coming back, so why are you going to fire him for? And then you got Deebo with the Giants. I think he could be on his way out as well. But those are my four. If you want to put Nick, the thing about Nick is
Nick Sirianni.
The thing about
I think they're gonna keep Nick. I think they'll keep Nick.
The thing with Nick is Nick's gonna keep his job. Nick's gonna be the downfall of the Eagles, not going anywhere. I mean, he did take us to the Super Bowl. Since he's been here, he has a good, starting record. It's kind of like with the whole when Andy Reid was here, his time was up, and then what happened? He goes to another team and win 3 Super Bowls. I mean, if the Eagles go back and win the Super Bowl, Nick ain't going nowhere. It's just his decision making that's questionable to leave the big question marks in there. But me personally, I don't think he's on the hot seat. So Nick is staying. His seat is not hot. His seat is volcano live and burning hot. The faces of the Cowboy fans during the Eagles game says it all. Should the Giants go after Coach Prime? I don't think Dion is coaching in the NFL. I just don't see that. The sad truth is you really can't fire Brian Daboll because it's honestly not his fault. Yeah, it ain't his fault, but he, coaches are scapegoats.
Coaches is gonna always be a scapegoat, no matter if the team is bad. Robert Saleh, should he been fired? You can say no, and the Jets are still the same.
You should have got rid of Nathaniel Hackett out of everything. Hackett should have been first to go.
Rid of. But you know what? Guess what? That's Aaron Rodgers' guy. So again, is it fair for Robert Saleh to be fired? No, it's not fair for him to be fired. But they fired him, and they didn't change, and nothing changed. So I mean, when you're the head coach, and you're gonna always get the bulk of the blame. No matter if your team is just a bad team. Or not. And I think the Giants is just a bad team. I think the Giants just a bad football team. Other than that, but I think Daboll's going to take a hit. I
mean, they got some promise on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, McKinney's playing okay. Dexter Lawrence. They got some bright spots. Malik Neighbors. They just need a quarterback. Tracy is a good up and coming running back, the rookie. I mean, he fumbled that ball that made the Panthers get in field goal range, and he was really hurt about that. You seen him all emotional. Got to go all the way back home to the States in Germany. That's a long ass flight home. What's going on, BLSG? Appreciate you. Deion Sanders to Cal. I don't think Deion's coming to the NFL. We're gonna talk about Deion later on in the show as well. All right, Dante, let's play a little game right now. We know it's always around that time.
Okay.
We got pretenders or contenders. Washington Commanders. Contenders or pretenders?
Pretenders. They're not contenders.
You think they're gonna fall off?
Yeah. I think the Eagles are better. I think the Eagles are better. I don't think they contend up to. I don't think they is. No.
Minnesota.
Pretenders.
The Chargers.
Pretenders. They're not better than the Bills. They're not better than the Chiefs.
The Falcons.
Pretenders.
Ooh, we don't got no contenders so far. Green Bay.
I would say Green Bay is a possibility. It just depends on Jordan Love. It depends on Jordan Love. I like their defense. I like Josh Jacobs at the running back position. I would say, yeah. I would give them a contender. I would say, yeah.
The Arizona Cardinals.
No.
San Fran?
If a healthy San Fran, yes. A healthy San Fran, yes. Contenders. Healthy.
Because they're 5-4 right now.
Healthy.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I would say Pittsburgh right now is a contender right now. I would say it.
All right. Those are the ones that I picked up. Minnesota started off hot. I knew that was going to die off. I knew that was going to die. They started over 5-0. Seattle. What about the Seahawks?
No.
Flat out no. Kansas City. Hold on.
You saying Kansas City?
No, Vic said he's surprised. He said he thought coach would say contenders or contenders. Commanders or contenders.
No. Come on, Vic. I ain't crazy. Vic. I'm not. No.
Kansas City is the only unbeaten team. They got D-Hop over there.
I know my eyes see. Everybody eyes see greatness in Commanders, but I just don't believe they'll keep it there. I believe they'll have their moments.
You think Casey's gonna run the table the way they're looking? They're barely, hanging on to win some games, and they winning convincingly. Do they run the table?
Until otherwise, I say yeah. I'm not saying they're gonna defeat it though. I think it's gonna be a loss in now. I think it can be a loss in now.
Oh, when we do picks and predictions, I'm gonna tell y'all about that prediction there. I think that was really it. Oh, the Eagles. The Eagles. I think you can say one of the hottest teams right now. Getting Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts. I know first 4 games he was turning the ball over. Now he's lights out. I believe he has 10 or 11 touchdowns on the year. Talk about how the Eagles turn things around. It wasn't looking too good either. The defense, I was starting to cuss out Big Fangio. Oh my goodness, everybody's like, "Oh, Kellen Moore this. Let Kellen Moore cook. Tell Nick to stop calling plays." What happened in the turnaround for the Philadelphia Eagles?
The bye week. Something that was actually needed. The defense starting to play a lot better. You finally got a cornerback that can cover somebody in Quinyon Mitchell. Having Cooper DeJean helps a lot. I think the defense and what's that? Josh Huff. He's starting to turn around a lot. He's starting to turn around a lot. But I would say the defense starting to force a lot of turnovers. And relying on the running game, Saquon Barkley, having AJ Brown back, that's a big plus. And Jalen Hurts' decision making has been, better, has gotten a little better, lately. But I think the defense has definitely improved. As we call that island, Guantanamo Bay. Who all has been on that island? Jamar Chase. Who all the elite receivers has been on that list so far that we played, and they have not done anything. So Mitchell is my leading candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year, in my opinion. Not being Homer at all. I'm just stating facts. No, it's a fact. It's not a Homer if it's a fact.
So let me see. So Mike Evans. No, not Mike Evans. Not that game. They blew us out that game. The top receivers he's held. So Jamar Chase, CD Lamb. Who else on that list? Drake London. Well, no, not Drake London. They beat us that game by 1. But I think Drake London went off on us. But he's been clutch. So again, the defensive rookie of the year, in my opinion. That's a horrible name. Talk about a coach. But yeah, I think Eagles turned it around a little bit. I think finally Nick got in, he still will call in the player so here and there. We can always tell that's Nick calling that dumb stuff. But if he just let Kellen Moore do Kellen Moore, he'll be all right. Devontae Smith, he's getting involved more, especially Jalen with the deep bomb and the deep throws. I don't want to hear nobody say Jalen can't throw the long ball, because he definitely can. Definitely can. Of course, the running game is going to be the running game. We also say Saquon do that backwards hurdle. Never in my existence, it's 30 years on Earth, I've never seen no stuff like that. Never seen a grown man hurdle somebody backwards. And then he made two Cowboys run into each other last week. What's he going to do this week against Washington?
Yeah, I agree with Vic. If you pull that comment about Vic, that's the only thing I get on Jalen Hurts about is his decision making. I think that's improved a lot. Like I say, if you make those, you got to hold on to the ball. Again, I hold Jalen Hurts accountable for not holding on to the ball, and taking care of the ball. And I think for these last couple of games that they've been winning, he's doing a great job of just holding on to the ball and, just not turning the ball over. So that's the only thing I get on Jalen Hurts about, is not holding on to the ball. That's nothing but on Jalen Hurts. You gotta protect the football. You can't be out there just throwing interceptions and reading the field the right way. And I think he's took care of the ball on this winning streak. And like I say, if you take care of the ball and just give your defense a chance to execute, and you will be fine. And you just get a ball to Saquon Barkley. He'll find a way to get it down. He'll find a way to he'll be able to run the ball and just keep the ball. If you're Jalen Hurts, just continue to keep the ball out of harm's way. Your defense is playing great right now, playing well right now. Just continue to keep your turnovers at a limit.
No, this is not even a question. It's going to be Bo Nix. Coming out of college, everybody say, Bo Nix wasn't this guy, wasn't that guy. Bo Nix Denver's actually not playing bad. I mean, Denver, hold on, their record is they're number 2 in the West, on the AFC side, I believe. Oh no, they're number 3. They're 5-5. I mean, Bo Nix is playing good. I mean, for to be a rookie, let's pull up his numbers. Bo Nix, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, almost 2,000 yards. So I mean, Denver could be a wild card team. According to JFB's going on. So I mean, Denver, Bo Nix is not playing bad. So I'm taking Bo Nix over Caleb right now, any day. Any more anything in the news and football before we move on to these picks and predictions here? I got nothing. See, the Raiders are starting Uncle Rico again. That's the Raiders is another. The Raiders don't need a whole rebuild. They just need pieces.
I think they need a whole rebuild. I really do. I really do think. Well, like I say, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say rebuild. I think they need to retool.
Yeah.
But again, it starts with the quarterback situation. If you can't, I always tell people. Again, I'm gonna tap my controller when I say this. I ain't trying to break it. Again, it's like kind of whooping. Like when you whoop somebody, you want to tell them why you're doing it. Again, it starts with the quarterback situation. Again, you have to get that situation right. If you can't get that, you can have a struggling defense or a struggling offensive line. You don't want to have a struggling offensive line, but having a great quarterback and picking the right quarterback, that's how you can just reset yourself. The quarterback got to be, you got to pick the right quarterback. You just got to get the quarterback position right, and everything else will take care of itself. Get the quarterback some weapons, get the quarterback some weapons, retool the offensive line. I just think they need more retooling, more than rebuilding. But you got to get that quarterback situation right, and it starts with that quarterback.
They need a running back.
You cannot go in the draft. You cannot go in the first round of the draft and pick a defensive player. Don't do that. Pick a quarterback first. Get that position right, and you do everything else. You do the running back situation. You do the offensive line. You do the defense, and you get you a couple receivers in the draft if you're the Raiders. But get you a quarterback first. Get the quarterback right.
Apparently, they were supposed to move up in last year's draft to get a quarterback, but they didn't pull the trigger. Like, come on, Mark Davis, really? Y'all ran Derek Carr out of Raider Nation. He's with the New Orleans Saints. I mean, he's not doing that great over there anyway. But y'all ran this man out. Y'all get Devontae Adams, bring him in here. Y'all ran him out. Now Devontae's going. He wanted to get traded. Jimmy G, if y'all seen Receiver on Netflix and y'all seen the pain that Devontae Adams was going through, especially when Jimmy G overthrew Devontae Adams wide open. How did you throw? How? Devontae was pissed in that Detroit game. How do you overthrow him? He was wide open, and you just go over his head. Only thing the Raiders need not to do. Right. They got the tight end situation figured out. Get you a quarterback first. Worry about the quarterback position first, and then everything else you just worried about after that. Of course, y'all know it's not a show if we're not talking about the Lakers or the Cowboys, and we will be talking about the Lakers, but nothing bad about the Lakers, but it's some Lakers news. Dallas Cowboys. We all seen how this season go. Dak, you paid Dak $60 million. What happened? Dak is out for the season.
Which y'all said he was gonna pay that man that much money?
You did. You said Jerry's gonna give it to him.
Yeah, I told him. Which I said he was gonna give it to him.
So let's start from the beginning. You paid Dak this. First of all, CeeDee Lamb was holding out because you didn't pay CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb got his money. Dak, they stated this was his last year. He's won $60 million. Jerry was dumb enough to give it to him. Boom. What happens? $60 million man, highest quarterback in the league. Michael Parsons gets hurt, but you got to pay Michael Parsons because he's coming up next year. Jerry Jones don't want to do nothing to help out this team. The Cowboys are 3-6 for a reason.
2-6.
No, they won 3 games.
Nah, I think they won 2. I think they 2.
What's going on, Burn?
They 2-6. Let me see. Ain't they 2? What's good?
You made it. Yep, you made it. No, they're 3-6.
3. Okay. All right.
3-6. You're 3-6 for a reason. You bring in old behind court. You bring in old behind the running backs when you had a stud in free agency by one Derrick Henry. What did you go out and do? You re-sign Zeke Elliott and you get an old behind Dalvin Cook. Have we seen Dalvin Cook this year?
I don't think so.
Have we seen Dalvin Cook?
I've probably seen him 1 or 2 games.
Jerry said, "Oh, we're gonna play with the talent that we got, and we're not gonna do nothing." Oh, okay. So Sunday comes. Perfect pass from Cooper Rush to CeeDee Lamb, thinking of the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb misses it. Why? Because the sun was in his face. They asked Jerry about the stadium, mind you, when the stadium was getting built. This the crazy part, y'all. When the stadium was getting built, the contractor said, "You sure you want the windows here? This is where the sun's going to set." And Jerry old self said, "I don't care." Now, the light gets in CeeDee Lamb's eyes. You hear him, you see him said, "I couldn't see." So do you think Jerry Jones is going to make some adjustments to that? Maybe put a tent there because it burnt his own team. He said, "Well, that's a strategy for the other team." Keep telling people, I don't wish death on nobody, but the upper room is the only way the Cowboys will be relevant again. Only way. 3-6, they're going to have a high draft pick. What does the Cowboys need to do, Dante?
Well, Jerry Jones not going to fire himself. So what else could we really talk about? I mean, again, ain't nothing they really could do. Well, first of all, they need a running back. You went to the whole season. You knew you were losing Tony Pollard. So why not invest in a running back in a draft or whatever? But again, I think it's time Dak contract. I think it's time for Dak to go. I think you hold on to Dak way too long. First of all, I think you hold on Dak too long, and then you can't stay healthy. Now you can. Now, you got some of these old players. Their bodies are starting to break down. They cannot stay healthy. So you got an injury problem. You got a quarterback problem. You got a running back problem, and you got an owner problem. Plus, you got a coach problem. You also got a coach problem. So everything that could go wrong with the Cowboys is going wrong. It's just really going wrong. It's the whole
throw the whole team away.
But again,
combine them with the Giants.
Jerry Jones not gonna fire himself. He's not gonna fire himself.
And the number 1 pick in the draft, the Dallas Cowboys select. It's like, no, they're not gonna get Shador, but they're a whole dumpster fire. If the Giants win a couple more games than them, they will be in the basement. But right now, the Giants hold the number 1 pick. Giants own the number 1 pick, and the Giants going to find a way to mess it up. They're going to find a way to mess up that pick. They're going to draft another wide receiver, a running back, knowing y'all need a quarterback. Mike McCarthy, yep. His contract is done after this year. Jerry already said that he's not going to fire him in the middle of the season. But we'll see. All right, y'all. We're going to get into these picks here. Week 11. Thursday night game. Short week this week for the Eagles and for the Commanders. Winner gets first place. Oh, it's the Jags that got number 1 pick? I thought it was the Giants. But hold up. Before we get into this, I seen something here. And I did share it in the Discord, but we're going to talk about it here. Who was the better class? 2018 QB class, which was Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Mason Rudolph, or 2020's draft? Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, Jordan Love, and Jalen Hurts.
2020.
2020, that's not even a question. You're going to go with 2020. Joe Burrow's been to the Super Bowl. Jordan Love, all these quarterbacks been into the playoffs. Joe Burrow and Hurts been to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs. Josh Allen can't get over the hump. Mason Rudolph stinks right now. Sam Darnold starting to come. I mean, he's average. And Baker Mayfield, he's okay with the Tampa Bay Bucks. He's been a journeyman, you might as well say. But it's not even close. 2020. Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys select Travis Hunter at Deion Sanders' first draft pick. Head coach. I still don't think Deion's going anywhere. But anyway, Commanders and the Eagles. Winner gets first place. Dante, who you got?
I got the hotter out of the two. Taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles to win this game.
They got the Eagles a 3.5. 3.5 favorites.
Field goal game. I'm going field goal game.
They get Marshawn Lattimore, and Marshawn Lattimore is not playing again this week. So I'm going with the Birds here. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. It's going to be one of those games where, like Vic said, Hurts got to play turnover-free football. The whole offense got to turnover-free. Eagles got to do good on defense. He still got Scary Terry over there. Mo, what's going on, Mo? Dotson's going to be playing his former team. The Eagles are finally getting him into the mix when it comes to receiving. But I'm going with the Eagles here. Definitely going Eagles. We got an AFC North matchup here. And you know, division games are always played tough. We got the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Steelers. 7-2, 7-3. Who you got?
Where they playing at?
Pittsburgh.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Mo said they got to score TDs. Ooh. Burns said Doug Peterson coming back to Philly to serve Ward of the Howie. They should have left Doug. Well, no, Dougie almost came back and beat us. But they should have left Doug next to his own statue. Ravens and Steelers. Oh man. We seen how the Russell Wilson coming back with playing for the Steelers. Russ is looking like the old Russell again. Russ is looking like Russell Wilson we know. They get Mikey Williams. They was one receiver away. How is it that everybody gets a wide receiver? So Kansas City gets a receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. He scores a touchdown. Devontae Adams, he scores a touchdown with the Jets. Then you get Mikey Williams scored a touchdown with the Jets. But what happened to Jonathan Mingo in Dallas? He ain't in play.
Yep.
But Steelers and the Ravens. Whew. You know what? Give me Pittsburgh. give me Pittsburgh. The Jags and the Lions. Detroit.
You can pass.
The Rams and the Patriots.
Rams.
Yeah, we're going with the Rams here too. Stafford and those guys. You still got Karen Williams. Good running back there. Cooper Kupp. Puka Nakua's back. Their defense is playing well. Except they couldn't beat the Dolphins Monday night. I'm going to still go with the Rams here with the Patriots. Now, if y'all let Drake May come in here and beat y'all. When Russ can play off a strong run game, he's a different QB.
Yep. Hey, Mo, we need to get you back on the show one time.
Oh, yeah, we're going to definitely get Mo back on. Oh, my God.
Hey, Mo, we talking about the Lakers, too. Just so you can know that.
Toilet bowl game here with the Browns and the Saints.
I'm not picking. I'm picking.
I'm gonna let Siri. I'm gonna just add.
I'm picking on. I picked it on a pick 'em, but I'm passing.
I don't know. It's something about Jameis, man. Something about Jameis. You can't. This man done threw in his career over 100 interceptions so far. Oh my God! Give me can the Saints bounce back? Give me Cleveland. My God!
I'm going with the Saints just because they're at home.
The Colts and the Jets.
Anthony Richardson starting. I'm going to go with the Colts. Damn, but I don't feel comfortable about that game though. I don't.
No,
really.
They got New York as a 4.5 favorite.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
Give me the Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts, but I'm not feeling confident about that one.
Minnesota versus the Titans.
I've got Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota here. Dolphins and the Raiders.
Dolphins. Dolphins got a huge win over the Rams. That's a good win. I'm going with the Dolphins.
I just don't see. I see the Raiders getting a top pick this year. And they better go QB. Give me the Dolphins. Packers and the Bears. I'm taking the love.
I'm taking the Packers. I don't care where it's at. I'm taking the Packers.
Another NFC North matchup here. Falcons and the Broncos. I'm not picking Atlanta no damn more.
I'm picking the Broncos anyway.
I'm taking Denver.
I got the Broncos in the pick anyway.
Another division game. Seahawks and the 49ers.
I'm going with the 49ers at home.
The 9-0 Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. I'm taking Josh Allen to beat KC this week, y'all.
Guess what? I'm taking Josh Allen to beat KC as well at home, but if they meet up in the playoffs, I will not take them in the playoffs. But I will pick them in the regular season. To beat them.
Do we really got to get this game Sunday night? The Bengals and the Chargers? Who you got?
The Bengals and Chargers. I picked the Chargers at home.
I'm gonna take the.
I think the Bengals can win that game though.
Yeah, they can. No, give me the Bengals. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Monday night, the battle of Texas. The Texans versus the Cowboys. Give me the Texans.
We lose type of games like this. I'm going to pick us, but we lose type of games like this. And I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to get one thing, and I'll make this perfectly clear. CJ Stroud, your ass got to play better football than what you played. You was the reason why we lost that damn game to the Lions. Soon as that interview came about Campbell, You know what he come out to do in the second half? He decided to throw a pick, even though they did not score on that pick because Kamari Lawson got it back. But you had a wide open ass Tank Dell wide by itself. You decide to throw it too late, and Carlton Davis ends up catching a pick. Your ass got to play some better goddamn football. Your ass got to play better. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
CJ has been disappointing this season. He's second to Caleb with sacks.
Some of that is the offensive line. Some of that is the offensive line, and some of that is because Minnesota put the blueprint on how to stop CJ, and that teams are starting to do that. But again, he has to be better on his decision making. Do I still think CJ will be fine? Yes, he will still be fine. But right now, you got to play some better goddamn football, and he was the reason why we lost that game to the damn Lions last game. He was the reason why we lost that game to the Lions. The offensive line was pretty good against the Lions. The offensive line was pretty solid against the Lions. CJ Stroud has to play better football. He has to make more accurate throws. He has not made accurate throws this season.
All right, and that's your NFL portion.
I still think he will be good. He will be fine.
Moving on to the NBA.
And he's still better than goddamn Trevor Lawrence. He's still better than that motherfucker.
T-Law. Overrated. Houston still runs that his bum-ass defensive scheme. Any deep threat can destroy Houston's defense.
No, it can't. You must ain't watched our defense this year. You must ain't seen it. No, it can't. You must ain't seen that defense. No, it ain't. You wrong on that, sir. You must say, yeah, that's growing pains. I'm not concerned, cool, but I got to hold them accountable, though. I do got to hold my quarterback accountable. It is growing pains, which is we all expected, but I do got to hold my quarterback accountable. I can't let him off the hook. He's got to be better making those open throws.
All right, so the NBA. So Pop did have a stroke. That's what kept him out. So we don't know when Pop is going to return. He was recovering from a stroke November 2nd. So Pop get better. Guess who's not playing tonight, Dante?
Oh, who's not playing? I don't know, Key. Who's not playing tonight?
Joel Embiid.
Oh, he not playing tonight?
No, he's not.
Oh my God.
Him and Paul George aren't playing tonight. I'm over it.
I told him, Key, remember this? Let's bait him in, man.
No, you're not going to bait me in. Because this is what happens with the Sixers. Each and every year, they get me. They get me every single year.
I tried
the
to tell
season,
every
they
single
get me
time,
in,
bro.
And I'm like, yes, let's go. We're good in playoffs. And what happens? Joel gets hurt.
You know what happened? Everybody's so sold. Oh, the Sixers going to be better with Paul George. Everybody going crazy, clapping their hands, doing it. I said, I'm not trusting the Sixers because they continue. When they got you baited, they're going to bait you in, thinking they're going to be almost, which is they will have the talent. If they're healthy, they do have the talent to compete with Cleveland, even though I still think Cleveland is going to calm down a little bit.
Cleveland will win by 50 tonight.
And I still don't think they will be better than Boston, but I still think they have the talent to compete. But guess what? Paul George has an injury history. He has a history of not showing up in games. And look what's going on. Even with Paul George this season, Joel Embiid played. The Sixers still have not been good. Now, you're going to set them out when you need them guys to play basketball. It ain't nothing wrong with them guys. This is the time you need Joel Embiid and Paul George to get the chemistry together. You 2-8 right now. You don't have the luxury to be sitting them every single goddamn time on back-to-back. You need to play these guys so they can get some chemistry going. That way, when Tyrese Maxey come in and he was doing really good before he got hurt, but you need that chemistry. Now you're gonna say at 2-8, we just gonna take care of it. So basically, you have faith you making the playoffs. You saying we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. You don't have the luxury right now to sit them guys back-to-back games when you're out there getting your behind toe up by the Knicks, who got better, who kicked you up out of the playoffs last year. Cleveland, who's hot. You don't got the luxury to sit guys right there. And they're going to continue to try to bait the Sixers fans in and say, we're going to be fine. And knowing Boston has been kicking behind for the last 6 years.
Oh my God.
And then you got Cleveland, who's hot tonight. It doesn't make it any better it doesn't just make it any better for the Sixers.
12-0 versus 2-8. We're losing by 50. But if y'all been under a rock, Joel Embiid played last season against the Knicks first round. We lost the first round. Jalen Brunson pretty much went in on us. Joel hurt his knee, and he had a spell of Bell's palsy as well. So he was playing hurt. Couldn't get it off the first round, as usual. Couldn't get out the first round. It was the first round exit for us last year. It's usually second round. But what happens after the playoffs? After the playoffs ended, Joel says, I'm going to play for the Olympics. Didn't look that great in the Olympics either.
He didn't look great at all. He didn't look great at all.
He didn't look great in the Olympics. But they win a gold medal. Now all of a sudden, I can't play. What do you mean you can't play, Joel? You just played the Olympics. It's your knee. So Joel doesn't play the regular season. As you can tell where we're at now, we're 2-8. Maxey, he hurts his hamstring. He's out for a couple weeks. Paul George hurts his knee in preseason. He was out. Joel Embiid gets into a scuffle with Marcus Hayes because he was talking about his family, his son and his brother. And he says he does everything for the city of Philadelphia. Okay, I get it. You come back, you play hurt, and you play hurt in the playoffs when we need you. But you haven't done anything, Joel. You come back hurt, and we go nowhere. Nowhere. So now he gets suspended for 3 games. So now when he want to come back, he can't come back. He came back last night. 5 minutes, he was already in the locker room. What did you do? You know how I call Ben Simmons Mr. Softy and Charmin? That's Embiid's new name. He's Softy too. He glass man. I can't even hate on Anthony Davis no more because we should call Anthony Davis Street Clothes Davis. No.
At least he has done something.
So he comes out and says, I'm not playing back-to-backs. I'm going to listen to the organization in the knee. This, that. The organization is failing. It has failed us yet again. They failed us with Joel Embiid's injury. Just say he wasn't ready or is more injury done to his knee. Josh Harris more worried about the Commanders than he is about the Philly team right now. Daryl Morey don't know what to do. He want to go out and get stars now instead of building for our future. You had Dalton and Kincaid right there. You take McCain, but McCain's actually playing not bad.
He's actually playing good.
Yep. McCain is okay. Maxey, you got to help Maxey out at this point. At this point, would I be mad if Joel gets traded or we decide to boot Joel? No, because some team is going to bite for him and give up a haul for Joel, like they did with Rudy Gobert. 4 first-round picks, I will take that for Joel Embiid. Right now. Somebody's going to bite. But I'm over Joel. I can't defend him no more.
Hey,
I can't.
I got it. And sometimes, like I say, when he does play, though, I'm telling you, speaking of fact, when he does play in the playoffs, he has not stepped up and been the playoff Joel Embiid. But I'm going to say this, and this goes to my question, Key, and I don't know if you're going to, I say, you won't figure it. I don't think this is going to be surprising. Ain't the Pistons are 5-7?
Yes, they're 5-7 with Tobias Harris.
And did Tobias Harris win that game? Yep. But again, people said he was the problem of the 76ers. And he comes back and he gives the 76ers a take on. Now that man is 5-7. The Pistons are not the same Detroit Pistons team that they were last year. And I want to give credit to JB Bickerstaff too. That's a solid head coach. Not a great head coach, but it's a solid head coach. He got the Pistons going in the right direction. So I just want to give a shout out to my former coach, JB Bickerstaff. Everybody that leave the Sixers go somewhere else and get better somewhere else. That's crazy. Seeing your own players come off your team and go somewhere else and get better.
Sixers just don't know how to draft. We drafted right was Maxey, Joel, and AI.
AI. Yep. You can say
That's
AI.
it.
Well, you can say Drew Holiday was the right choice, but guess what? You traded him away. Mikal Bridges, you traded him away.
Oh, we traded him on draft night. I'm sorry, I will never get over the Mikal Bridges trade.
Mikal Bridges, you gave him away.
You know what's crazy? Mikal Bridges' mom worked for the Sixers this year. So we had to tell her son got traded.
Y'all help the Raptors get Pascal Siakam. Y'all help them get Pascal Siakam. Y'all help the Boston Celtics get Jaylen Brown. Y'all help the Boston Celtics get Jason Tatum.
Robert Williams, because we traded that trade away.
Y'all look at Big. He said y'all drafted Doris. Y'all drafted 3 straight sitters in a row, 3 straight years in a row.
Nerlens Noel, Jahlil Okafor, Evan Turner, Michael Carter Williams. That keeps going. Ben Simmons, Mikal Fultz.
Mikal Fultz. Matter of fact, y'all moved up to number 1 to take Mikal Fultz. To take him. Boston moved up to number 1, and y'all moved down to number 3 just to take Mikal Fultz. And oh my God,
we could have had Donovan Mitchell. We could have had Darian Fox, Jason Tatum. No.
He said, "Damn, you did." He's mad at Daddy A for that. He mad at Daddy A for fleecing the Sixers.
But it's again, I can't make excuses with Joel no more. Of course, everybody was like, who was worse, Ben and Joel? It's Ben hands down, because at least Joel didn't make no fake injury and say mental health. Unlike Ben did.
Now the Lakers did make one mistake. That was it, but it ain't cost them too bad. Because Mo wanted Cal Whitmore. He did want to count Whitmore. Mo still he's still bad. He's still bad to this day for not picking.
He said Turner be talking like a ball on his podcast. Paul
17 championships. Hey, y'all ain't had one since the bubble, so hey.
I'm trying to see who the starting lineup is. Because Nick Nurse starting to be like,
come on, what are you doing? What are you doing like right now in this age, right now, not in 20 in the bubble or nothing? What are you doing right now? I can say we have 2 banners. But that doesn't mean nothing because we haven't won them in a long time. That doesn't mean nothing.
But Joel Embiid came back last night. And again, he went to the bench. He went to the locker room within like 5 minutes. He looked rusty. You can tell he was rusty. And in-season play started. What's going on, Big Time? If y'all have
Doug, what's good, man?
If y'all have not checked out,
y'all gonna follow my boy Doug, man.
We know he is the Cowboys guy. He's the Laker guy. But in all, Doug is a good dude. Go, shout out the Big Time show. Tell him we sent you. We don't count the bubble championship. We actually won something in the 28 years. Lakers had the worst season.
The bubble championship do count. They do count. Because
if
everybody else
say that against everybody in the pandemic that won a championship.
Yeah, if everybody in the pandemic won, or if the Sixers would have won, that would have counted. So I can't knock the Lakers for winning that championship. That does count. The banner's still up there. You can't take away the banner. It does count. A ring is a ring. I agree with that.
So Joel played 26 minutes, 2-11 from the field, 5 from 3, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 personal fouls, only 13 points. Paul George gave you 29, 10 of 19 from the field, 7-11 from 3. Caleb Martin, 17 points. McCain came off the bench and dropped you 23. Only four people in double figures. Kyle Lowry, old self.
Oh boy, DJ Eastwood killed me when he talked about that man, bro.
Oubre only had 5 points. Yabusele only had 3. Andre Drummond had 5. And that was really it. So Nick Nurse didn't play Eric Gordon last night, thank God. But again, Daryl Morey likes his Rockets.
Like everybody else wanted to win. Everybody else had the same amount of days off. Everybody else played the same amount of games in the bubble. You can't say it don't count. Because if the Sixers would have won, it would have counted. If the Lakers, which is they won, it counts. A ring is a ring. My Rockets was in the bubble. If they won, it damn sure would have counted because, like I said, that would be our third championship. That would have been our third championship. So everybody that was in the playoff bubble would have counted. It would have counted. A bubble ring or not. It counts.
Here go burn. Miami sucks.
Damn.
But yeah, I can't even defend Joel no more. Shaq's got on him. Everybody's got on him. What's going on? Earn is in the building.
Shaq,
hold on. We gonna play what Shaq said about Joel. Hold on. And tell me if y'all agree.
This is my fear from this R&B. Doesn't really energy what you had knee soreness. How are you going to play when you return? You're supposed to play with a lot of energy, but it ain't really looking good for him. Right here, you take a shot. It's not the chance we expected to take right here on the post. They're disrespecting you, but not doubling. You know, that little soft double shouldn't stop you, but this is 0 for 3. You had 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 days off supposed to be playing with a lot more energy. So this is from there. But now, this guy, he's familiar with the team. He's been there, training camp with the guys, playing in rhythm. Came off 3 30-point games, playing well. I like the way Cat is playing this year. I'm happy for Cat. In New York, it's a tough team to play, but this was the fear I had for Joel Embiid. You announced arrogantly, I'm not playing back-to-back, honey. I'm not injured, but I'm sore. I come in when I want to come back. Now, when you say things like that, you're supposed to come back with extra energy. 0 for 3, I'd have been 0 for 15. But you know what y'all said? Hey, Shaq's not playing well, but he's playing aggressive. So the plan that they're having, it's not working. And not only that, I say this respectfully. Joel Embiid will never win a championship until he gets his mind and his attitude right. He can never come out and say I'm not playing it back-to-back. That's
You agree with Shaq said?
Hell yeah. Shaq, man, you talking about one of the best big men in this general and like that ever played the game. Again, bro. Again. I mean, a soft toe injury. I mean, you had guys play with broken ligaments and broken thumbs. More tougher than that. I mean, again, Joel Embiid has not proven to win anything as the best player on the Sixers team. But Shaq, like I say, got a point. You're talking about a guy who has done that, who has won a championship, who won championships in this league. Fat and out of shape Shaq still played every single night, played back-to-backs every single night. And Joel Embiid is just being too lazy of a player. And I don't know what he does throughout the offseason. He's not
nothing. You know what he does in the offseason? He's always hurt. He has to recuperate from his injury, so he can't train.
He seems to never be in shape, though. That's the thing. He seems to never be in shape. I don't know what he's doing to his body in the offseason. I really don't know. But other than that, Shaq is absolutely right. His work ethic, you can question that. You can question his work ethic.
Moses, I've been saying this he said for all his talent, Embiid has a lot of quit in him. When the lazy guy calls you out, that's sad.
Yep. And Shaq was lazy. Shaq was fat, out of shape, and lazy. But guess what? He still was out there playing basketball, though. He still was out there playing basketball through all that. He still was out there playing basketball. Sometimes, hey, you even question Shaq's work ethic. Lakers, Jerry West, all them guys, they even Kobe even questioned, a lot of guys question his work ethic. But guess what? He still was out there playing. Fat and out of shape. Joel Embiid won't even play throughout the nagging. He won't even play through the soft injuries.
Why do you think that Philadelphia loves AI so much? AI went out. Y'all had to take. AI said the trainers had to take his shoes so he wouldn't go out and play. And he would go send somebody to go buy him a pair of shoes from the sneaker store so he can play. Iverson was the greatest little man, but he had a heart of gold. And he put his heart and sleep on that floor each and every night. That one game, they highlighted his injuries. It was every dot was lit up on the board, on the screen. But what he got to do? Drop 40, drop 30 with nobody's on the team.
Yep.
So this is why AI is still a legend here. Whenever he goes to Sixers game, he's still loved here. And he didn't even bring this team a championship. He tried. Joel has not tried to do nothing. We get out the second round each and every year.
First round last year.
Second round year after that. It was the first round and Boston swept us. We beat the Hawks. The Hawks beat us.
That was the year right there. Y'all supposed to did so when the Hawks got
Kawhi Leonard 99 triple bounce shot.
Oh, that was crazy right there. That was crazy, yo. I think that was the best year y'all should have did. Y'all should have made it. That was the best year right there.
I'm done with my Sixers rant. How good are the Mavs right now, Dante? And could you see them in the Eastern Conference Finals?
You mean you talking about the Mavericks or the Cavaliers?
Cavs, I'm sorry.
No, I think they're good for right now. I don't think they will be good enough to make the Eastern Conference Final. I think they'll run like right now. I think they're gonna cool off. They're gonna cool off. I'm expecting it. They're gonna cool off. It depends on matchup. Like I said, it's just really all depend on matchup who they end up playing. But right now they look like an Eastern Conference Finals team, but I don't think they will end up that way.
Yeah, right now they are the hottest team in the NBA right now at 12-0. Still finding ways to win games. Donovan Mitchell averaging 27.7 points. He's shooting just a little bit half from the field. Still got Evan Mobley out there. Garland, Jared Allen's back. Karis LeVert. So you know those guys are playing. Jared Allen averaging 10 rebounds a game. Garland averaging 6 assists. Donovan Mitchell with the steals, and don't forget Evan Mobley with the blocks. So I don't think what the Cavs are doing is sustainable.
Yep.
They'll definitely be in the playoffs, but
they'll definitely be in the playoffs. But I don't think.
I don't think they'll get to the Eastern Conference again. Buffalo, Boston's still the team to beat in the East. Right now, they're sitting at 9-3. I did see a comment way up. I don't know who said it. Do you think Giannis is getting traded? The Bucks aren't doing too well either. Hold on, let's go with these. Let's go through the conference standings right now. So you got Boston. So you got Cleveland at 12-0. Boston's 9-3. Orlando 6-6 without Pablo Banchero for a while. Knicks is 5-5. Indiana's 5-5. Brooklyn Nets is 5-6. So if the playoffs started today, Brooklyn would be in the playoffs because they're number 6. Then you got Detroit, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, and then on the outside looking in, Charlotte, Milwaukee, Washington, the Sixers, and Toronto.
The Sixers will be out the playoffs?
Hell yeah, 2-8. We're not even going to be a playing team this year. And Kirk was like, "Oh, the Sixers can turn around. Turn around what?"
I didn't know that. I didn't know they would be out the playoffs. My bad.
They can't even drive the bus right for it to turn around. Cause no. Over there in the West, we got the Phoenix Suns 9-2, OKC 9-2, Golden State 9-2, Denver 7-3, Houston 7-4, the Grizzlies 7-4. Then on the bubble, the playing teams will be the Lakers, the Clippers, Minnesota, Sacramento, and then on the outside looking in right now, Dallas, San Antonio, Portland, New Orleans, and Utah. They already talking about the lottery pick 10 game. Yup. At least we're gonna get a high draft pick, and we're gonna screw that up too. Giannis will get traded if he asks for a trade. In some ways, the Bucks are a lot like the Sixers. At least they did win the title. Exactly.
He said at least they win the title.
Suns losing tonight. Yeah, Doc Rivers playing old people. Nick Nurse starting to play old people.
I told you, it ain't no different. The young guy talking about
DJ Eastwood called him Nick Nursing Home Nurse.
Yo, look, just like everybody was getting on Doc Rivers for not playing the young guy. Nick Nurse ain't doing it either. He doing the same thing. Playing that old 50-year-old Kyle Lowry. Playing a 50-year-old Kyle Lowry. Come on now. That man 50 years old.
Eric Gordon. We had Reggie Jackson in the other day.
Y'all had Reggie Jackson in? So y'all just getting walking cane people. y'all don't got the 2017, the Rockets Eric Gordon. The Rockets Eric Gordon. Y'all got the old Eric Gordon. Y'all getting
Maury, if that's the case, you might as well bring PJ Tucker back.
Bring PJ Tucker back. Watch he bring him back. Watch he be the one. He will be the one to do that too.
Reggie Jackson is the ancient body. Yeah, he is ancient. The Warriors. Where was this Buddy Hield at when we had him last year? I forgot about Where is this Buddy Hield at?
I swear to God, I forgot about Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield go with the Warriors and it's cooking. What the Warriors do to turn themselves around and can the Warriors definitely contend in the West?
I don't think they can contend, but I think they could be a playoff team. and Buddy Hield so good because he left the Sixers. He just left. He left the Sixers. I started thinking some bad juju on the Sixers, bro. Every time somebody in Philadelphia really period, I started thinking some bad juju.
It's in every sport. Sixers, Eagles,
no matter what it is.
Phillies. Now watch.
Everybody who goes somewhere just gets better immediately.
Alec Boehm is on the trading block for the Phillies. Watch he go somewhere else and start killing the third base.
He'll be an all-star. He gonna be an all-star.
They talk about some Alex Beckman. Come on now.
And I hope he starts struggling too. I'm just joking. I like Alex Beckman. That's my boy.
The Sixers are like a run. You got to be quicker than that. Offense. Love what Golden State is doing right now, but when Buddy Hield is your second lead scorer, don't trust it. Fools go.
Hey, but guess what? He ain't on the. Come on, he ain't on the Sixers no more though. So that's. Hey, I'm not saying it's gonna hold up. He can still be productive, but he ain't on the Sixers no more.
Buddy Hield is averaging 17 points a game.
Hey, that's good. Hey, he ain't on the Sixers no more. Just don't forget about it. I swear, I just started thinking some bad juju, bro. Them boys right there, man. Really, bro. I started not to believe it, but Slay, you got me close to being now. Slay and Vic got me close to being now.
He's shooting about 46% from three.
I'm starting to say it, bro. I'm a whole lot for it. But Slay and Vic almost got me saying I really think it's some bad juju going on, especially with the Sixers, bro. I really starting to think that, bro. Real talk.
He had 14 points. He was 2 of 8 from 3, but he had 14 points last night. Things just don't happen to former Eagles. Cool said except Ben Simmons. You're absolutely right, because he's still doing absolutely nothing.
But everybody else done something. I mean, I know some Eagles though that have went somewhere else being productive, but the Eagles, they've been an all right organization. They're way better than the Sixers. They're way on par than the Sixers is. Sixers is not even really close. The Eagles are way more closer than the Sixers.
I'm about to go ask Howie, can he be GM for the Sixers? Maybe he can help us.
God. Matter of fact, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Really, that wouldn't probably be a bad. He know how to get players. He know how to go get players. You know,
he'll get players and be good at it, and will save us some money.
Yep, Daryl Morey want to go get walking cane guys that you need to put icy hot on their knees and stuff like that. He'll go get those type of guys. He'll get them when it's too late.
Right. I told you it ain't the show if we not talking about the Cowboys and the Lakers, but JJ Redick, how do you think he's been so far?
I got one question that I gotta ask Mo. Was Darvin Ham really the problem on the Lakers team? Was Darvin Ham actually a problem, or is it just the same like legit stuff going on with the Los Angeles Lakers?
Same players.
Same players.
But JJ got them playing.
Same players. Same legit players. I mean, I think Vando's still hurt. Vando's still out there getting hurt. Cam Reddish still not playing. Kent still not playing too much. Yeah, look at Cool. My bad, Cool. And, And like I say, it's just a lot of things going on with the Lakers. It's just LeBron James starting to show his age, but he's starting to show he can be that. He still can be that. When you got a 40-year-old LeBron James, the best player on that team, something wrong. Then it don't help because Anthony Davis is hurt, and your backcourt is inconsistent. D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, they're inconsistent as hell.
But the Flyers got more promise than the Sixers right now. But go ahead.
And then your backcourt is just not good, man. Your backcourt, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, they getting tortured by Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. They were tortured by those guys. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things going wrong for the Lakers. You can't stay healthy. LeBron James being still the best player on the team. And then you got an inconsistent backcourt, D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves. You got
Flyers got a better record than the Sixers.
Damn.
They 6-8. Bronny James went down to the G League, and they just said that Bronny's only going to play home games in the G League. So how are you a part-time G League star? Make that make sense.
You a part-time G League star?
They're not even letting him travel on away games. He's only playing home games.
This the man that got paid all that money for an undrafted rookie, and he only can play in home games?
In the G League. Make it make sense.
They don't even trust in that dude, that kid.
Is this gonna hurt him in the long run?
It's not gonna hurt him because I don't believe he's gonna be a part of the team, but it's not LeBron's fault though. It's not LeBron's fault. I mean, his dad got him drafted. I mean, again, hey, his dad got him paid, got him actually paid. And if it wasn't for LeBron James, he would be undrafted. He would be undrafted. But again, it's bad. You doing load management in the damn G League and only playing home games. So this what the Lakers did. And I hope Mo call in. This is what the Lakers did. They just basically gave away money. They just basically gave their money away. He'll take this money. You just on.
He's not even a G League star.
They just basically gave away money.
Just a guy.
He just basically gave away money. They just basically gave their money away. That's one thing what Mo was mad about. You gave money to Max Christie, $32 million for 4 years, and he done nothing. He's done nothing. You just giving away money. You just giving away your free money. But you couldn't go out there and you couldn't pay the bet minimum on Gary Trent Jr. You couldn't pay that guy a bet minimum.
I wanted Gary Trent Jr.
Yes, you could pay that guy a bet minimum contract, but you could pay guys like Max Christie 4 years of 32 mil, and you could pay Bronny James all this money just to only play home games in a G League. That's crazy. They just throwing away money. They just throwing it away.
I didn't know that was possible.
And you couldn't even get a player for free. You couldn't even get Cam Whitmore for free in a draft. When he just at least fell in the wall. You couldn't even get him for free. You couldn't even get him free.
He said LeBron is collecting 2 checks. Christie must be hell in practice because he does nothing in games. He getting that cardio in.
Yeah, he get that work in practice.
All right, so let's switch it over to some college real quick. Again, we got Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffs. They are 7-2. Deion did turn the season around from last year, winning only 4 games this year. They are bowl eligible, but can Colorado be in the college football playoffs?
I think they're gonna have a. Let me see. I gotta see their schedule and see who they.
So Colorado.
They play Utah. I think they can I think they can beat Utah. Do I think they can beat Kansas at Kansas? Kansas just beat Oklahoma State. That's a game they probably could lose. Then Oklahoma State at home, I think they can win that game. But I think the Kansas game is a trap game. So do I think they can make it? Yes, I think they have an outside chance of making the playoffs. You told they were gonna win 2 games. They were gonna post a 1-4. They were supposed to 1-4. So hey, I say they won 7. So they were supposed to just 1-4.
Yes. All right. So Deion already came out and said that he's gonna make sure Shedeur and Travis Hunter gets put into a good organization, so pretty much he's going to pull up Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning. Where do you think he's going to send them to, or where do you think they're going to go? We all know Travis Hunter is a star. Travis Hunter's better as a cornerback to me than a receiver. Where does Shedeur and Travis Hunter go?
Man,
in my opinion, I think Shedeur is going to struggle in the NFL.
Shedeur is going to struggle in the NFL. It just depends on their situation they end up at. Like I say, I think it's too early to tell. I gotta wait towards the draft. I'm gonna say towards draft time. I'm gonna be able to tell the story, but I think it's a way that Shedeur can be a very solid player in the NFL. I think it's a way. I think it's a way. I don't want to say he's not gonna be good in the NFL. I don't want to say he's gonna do all that because, again, at the end of the day, he hasn't played a game yet. And I don't want to say anybody never. I don't want to end up saying no. Everybody's gonna be nobody's gonna be a bust. I was heard that Bijan was gonna be a bust, and again, before he even played the game. That's before he even played the game. But we're not gonna speak on that situation right there. But other than that, I think he has an opportunity to be a good quarterback in the NFL. But I think Travis Hunter is a better corner.
Yep,
he may be a better receiver. I really do think he's a better corner than a better receiver, to be honest.
I think he'll need to sit a year or two. I think Travis is not going. He's not going to play both ways in the NFL. They might put him in some packages where they're going to put him in. Yep. But he's not going to play majority of the snaps like he does in college now. So is it good that he's a corner and a wide receiver? Yes, but I think he's better at the corner than the wide receiver. That's just. Does Deion leave or does he stay?
Nope. I think he stays in college.
Everybody wants Deion to go to the daggone Cowboys. Everybody wants him to go. Me personally, I don't think he goes anywhere. I think he stays. Topping out your top 4 is Oregon, Ohio State, Texas 3, Penn State is number 4. You got your playoff bracket, which would be, hold on, where I just seen it. So coming into week 12, it'll be Boise State against Ohio State, Notre Dame against Tennessee. You got Ole Miss and Penn State, Alabama, Indiana, and then it looks like Miami. Is that Miami? Hold on. I can't see the bracket. All right. But who do you think gets in? Because only 12 teams gets in this year. Well, since they made that playoff change.
I think Texas ends up in. I think Oregon is going to make it. I think Bama will find a way to make it. I think Georgia will get in. I think Penn State will get in. I think Boise State will end up, if they keep on the pace that they playing, I think they will end up in there. Probably as a lower seed. I don't know if Miami. I got questions about the Miami Hurricanes. I don't know if they will be in.
So right now they got in the first round to be Boise State, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Tennessee.
Ohio State is in. I think Ohio State.
Ole Miss, Penn State. Then they got Alabama, Indiana. Then they got Miami, Oregon, BYU, and Texas. This might be an old one, but that's what it is now.
I can see. I can definitely. I don't see Indiana getting in. I don't see Indiana.
And they still undefeated.
They still undefeated, but I don't see them. I don't see them folding, getting in. I think Penn State will make it. But Indiana is nice though. Indiana is nice.
Yeah, fire Franklin. Franklin can't win big games. Franklin definitely can't win the big games. All right, so let's run down this list real quick. They deserve the credit. They do.
They do. They deserve the credit. Like anytime a team like that is undefeated, they deserve it. They deserve it. They does deserve it.
Of course, college basketball started too. We're gonna get more in depth with the girls basketball later on. But all right. So we're in week 12 in the college. They're only doing the top ranking teams. Let's see what could be a game of the week. Ohio State and Northwestern, nope. Texas and Arkansas, Utah and Colorado. I don't know. That could be an interesting game. Pitt and Clemson, Tulane and Navy, Penn State, Purdue, LSU, Washington, Florida. I don't know what game. Tennessee and Georgia could be an okay game. Wisconsin and Oregon. Oregon is blowing cats out the water. They 10-0. Dylan Gabriel.
Try to tell y'all about my boy Colin Simmons, man. My boy Colin Simmons like that. From Texas, that dude from Duncanville, that dude like that. Colin Simmons wreak havoc, bro.
All right, y'all. So we got a couple of more minutes. Do you see any upsets this week, Dante? Or
so do I see any upsets this week?
Yeah.
So let me go through it. Let me go through my list. Let me go through it. All right, so I'm on one. Let me go to the top 25. All right. I can see Arkansas beating my Longhorns. I can see that happening. But I don't think it will. You know what? Pitt over Clemson. I can see that happening. So I'm going to go with Pitt over Clemson for an upset. I'm going to go that route right there. I don't think the Gators beat LSU. I don't think they beat LSU. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Pitt over Clemson. I'm going to go with that as an upset. I'm going to go Pitt over Clemson.
All right, so let me get the phone number up because I sure enough forgot what it is. So hold up.
Y'all don't call in with no crowd, man. Yeah, I'm just joking.
Because
I know Vic, every time Vic call in, he call in about some funny stuff, bro. Don't call in Vic about the Sixers, bro. Just don't call in about them guys, bro. Every time Vic call in, bro, it's something funny, bro. It's something just funny, just crazy. It's something funny every time this man calls. Y'all know what it is about Vic.
All right, guys, here is the number. The lines are open. Comments, concerns, questions, thoughts. We got a couple of minutes. So if you want to call in, there is the number. Them Texas boys, yo, if Indiana beats Ohio State, State, I'm gonna lose it. And nice until next year, or give Auburn time. So what games are going on tonight? Let's see. Oh, your Lady Longhorns play.
Oh, they play? They play?
Of course, South Carolina is number 1. UConn, USC, Texas is 4, UCLA.
Well, they got that a 99.1 chance of us beating Lamar. Man, that's crazy.
LSU, Flade Johnson, and Anissa Morrow had that grown man double 20 and 20.
Hey, be mad at CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud threw the game against the Lions. He was the reason why we lost that game against the Lions. He has to play better football.
Caller, are you there? Oh, here we go. Vic is in the building. Oh,
I knew it could be something crazy. I know it could be something crazy, dude.
Hello? Hey, hold on. Vic, you might have to call back in.
I know it's gonna be so funny that Vic finna say, bro, and it's boy, I swear it's always is, bro. He said, Yeah, yo, man. Vic do this every single time, bro. But that's my boy. I love that dude, man. That's my boy Vic, man. He call it every time he call it, it's something funny that he say something, bro.
Vic, you might have to call back in. I didn't hit the button.
Like it's something funny every time that dude call in, bro.
All right, hold on. Why is it being stupid?
Hey, that Ghoulie call in was funny too, though. That Ghoulie call in was funny too.
Oh yeah. Look, we gonna call Big back.
He said we call it Big Back.
Oh wait, here we go.
Call from
Big round 2.
to accept, press 1.
I didn't hit the accept. That was my bad. Vic, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just called in to say what's up.
All right, what you got for us?
Listen, I'm gonna bring it up for tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna be a big game. I heard Coach before say that the Commanders were pretenders. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Right now, the way I see it, just the way the whole season played out, I think the Commanders, you gotta look at them as the leaders of the NFC East right now. They played the best ball throughout the year. You know, they started off rough at the beginning. Of course, you have a brand new quarterback, but they've been playing really well as of late. I know that Steelers game hurt, but coming up against the Eagles, you know, we still are at a point where we're still making a lot of mistakes. I mentioned it earlier. Jalen Hurts has to play a very good football game. Can't give up the ball. If that happens, I don't want people to come off as it's surprising, but I see the Commanders could possibly win this game tomorrow.
Yeah, Slay, I don't think you was in here. We was doing pretenders or contenders. Dante said that Commanders were pretenders.
I don't think they championship contenders. Everybody just saw it on the 1-7. I just really don't. I just don't concede.
And that kid he's going to be the rookie of the year. He's been playing well. He's a leader. You see him on the field. He's winning that team games. They play spirited. They play different. Going up against the Eagles, yeah, we have a lot of talent, but we haven't been able to get that talent to get it all together. The defense has been coming along of late, but the offense still has its hiccups. We're not an efficient offense as we should be. Look at our squad. You're talking about A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Daquan Barkley, Dallas Goedert. If you can get those pieces moving, then we would be unstoppable. But I kind of feel like sometimes whether it's the coaches or the players or maybe a mixture of both, we get in our own way.
That's very true. That's very true. Like I said, this game is going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout like people think it is. It's going to be close.
I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a real close game. But as for the Sixers, listen, let me just say my piece right now.
Oh, Lord.
The Sixers are kind of like the way the Eagles were when you were a kid growing up. Like, you always see them playing decently. They never get that far, but you love that team. You would love that team to death. But it's heartbreaking year in and year out when they sell you that, you know, just one more year. Next year's our year. Trust the process. And we trust it. And to date, man, it still hasn't, you know, given us any dividends. We haven't gotten a championship. We haven't gotten out the second round. Listen, if you are a Philadelphia Sixers fan, you are a true fan because you're going through battles with them. You know what I'm saying? We're at our worst right now. And hopefully, when the day comes that we do finally win a championship, man, it'll be well worth it.
Right, and I'm not dead and going.
Listen, like I said before, Joel Embiid, the comment he made was crazy where he was like, you know, he did so much for the city of Philadelphia. The only thing the city of Philadelphia wants from Joel Embiid is a championship, and he has not done that. You know, you want to give out excuses of, you know, he was injured, this and that. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is, Philly still has not won a championship since '83. And I
wasn't born yet.
Since who? What it was?
83. I came the next year. I'm 40.
83? Golly.
I was just getting out of diapers. It's rough. But like, Sixers fans, man, hold on, because that day's coming one day.
I'm telling you, I'm going to legit cry. I'm going to be balling like, oh my God, we actually did it, and I'm still here to see it.
The one thing I will say is, please, Sixers fans, stay away from the horse poop. Stay away.
Appreciate you, Vic.
Yeah, man. Much love to y'all.
All right.
All right, Vic.
All right, have a good one.
We'll take a couple more if anybody else wants to call on in. Comments, questions, concerns, anything they want to get off.
That one Vic.
Call from
Carla, who you there?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Manny in the building.
Oh shit, Manny, bye.
Slay, what's going on, man?
How y'all doing, man? Hey, how y'all doing?
Long time no hear from.
Manny, what you want, man? What you want?
I haven't seen y'all in so long. Like, it's a lot of stuff has went down since like I talked to y'all.
Did you grow any?
Hey, I'm about like 5'9" right now.
Oh my God.
I'm not like Jay. Jay a big dog, but
What you got for us, Slay?
tomorrow I feel like it's gonna be a close game. I think that the Commanders are like the Texans from last year. I think they have a good quarterback, a good young quarterback, and they got a good team. Like, if you look at what they did in the summer, like they added like 16 players through the offseason, and nobody talked about that. I had a feeling that they was gonna be better than Dallas. I didn't know for sure, like all the way through, but they added like 16 players. They got Jeremy Chin, they got Christian McCaffrey's brother. They got so many players on defense, offense, and it's like nobody was talking about that. And then I put the icing on the cake when they drafted Jaden Daniels. So I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like it's gonna be an easy game. You know what I mean? We've been blowing a lot of teams out, but hey, the game against the Cowboys, we started off, you know what I'm saying, not the greatest, but you can't do that against them.
Heck no, definitely can't.
You know what I mean? But like, I like how y'all do that, Coach. Why you always be trolling the Sixers, man?
No, it's just because like everybody just bring us like when people bring up so much excuses about that. When people bring up so much excuses about that damn team and stuff like that, that's what makes me troll them a lot. When I hear so many excuses about Joel Embiid. This man is hurt. And when he is healthy, he's the reason why they losing. Why they losing the series when he is playing.
Because he want to shoot like he a 3-point shooter. Stick your big self in the paint.
I don't want to use the excuse that he's hurt because everybody played through injuries. But he still plays the same way. Like you go back to last year, when they played against year before last, when they played that Celtics series. James Harden was the reason they won 2 games. Joel Embiid wasn't the reason they won. Now
and they went to game 7. We had a lead.
They went to game 7 and had the lead.
He was up 3-2.
And it was up 3-2 on your home gym, and you couldn't score within 4 minutes. And Jason Tatum struggled throughout the whole game in game 6 and he caught on fire when it mattered the most. And then you go to game 7, James Harden. We've been knowing what type of player James Harden was. We've been knowing that. But Joel Embiid, you was the MVP. You cried about the MVP, that you should have been MVP. Got your MVP. And then you straight up just fall apart in game 7. Straight up just fall apart throughout the whole series. Now, granted, the Sixers wasn't good enough last year. I thought he had an okay series last year. Sixers wasn't roster-wise, bench-wise, was not good enough.
Ooh,
but we gotta stop making excuses about Joel Embiid. The guy, he's a very good player. But he's not a player that's going to win you a championship. We can talk about AD, got this touch issue. But like I said, you can make an argument when AD is on that flow. You can make an argument that he's better than Joel Embiid because, again, he has done something. He's won a championship. And he was a part of the catalyst why the Lakers have won-day championship. Why the Lakers won that championship. He was that piece that the Lakers needed to win that championship, and that was right. So you can argue that he's better than Joel Embiid. Now when Joel Embiid and Jokic was playing at a high level, people saying Joel Embiid was better than, you can take that up out of the books. It's clear that Jokic is way better than Joel. That's not even close enough. That's not even a conversation we all need to have. I still see Joel Embiid as a very good player, but again, I think this guy, you cannot win a championship with him because, and if he is healthy, again, he's going to continue not to show up. As long as you play against Boston, he's going to continue not to show up. And you know Paul George, when you get Paul George has a history of not being good in the playoffs. He also has an injury history. Now you telling me you can't play in back-to-backs because of a soft injury, and now you telling me you 2-8. You got the audacity to sit out back-to-back games and not play. You 2-8 in a weak Eastern Conference. It don't take many wins to make a play-in tournament in a playoff game in an Eastern Conference. It don't take many wins.
They definitely can make a run.
They can make a run. How you gonna build chemistry if your guys don't play? How you gonna build it?
I was gonna say, I know it's crazy because like people always talk about AD, but we ain't gonna talk about how Tobias Harris went to the Pistons and just started randomly started doing good.
Look, now you want to be now you want to stick it to Key even worse. This man literally on the Pistons.
What they like 2-8, 14? Y'all like
a Pistons team that was by far the worst team in the league. They're 5-7 this year with Tobias Harris on the team. The people gave Tobias Harris so much stuff. This is why I always say it goes to the front office too, because it's not Tobias Harris' fault that the organization literally fucked up and gave this man that type of money. Now you expect him to play something that he's not. This man is not worth $34 million. Everybody know that, but that's on the owner and the organization from doing that, giving him that money. Now everybody expect him to play like something he's not. Now he's not on the Sixers. Now you can't blame him no more. You can't blame him no more. He's on a 5-7 team that's gotten better. He's on the Detroit Pistons. God damn it, he's on a Pistons 5-7. That is mind-boggling. This man is on a 5-7 Detroit Pistons team, bro. And that already beat the Sixers. He was the reason they beat the Sixers at Philadelphia. You know what he told him, Slay? And you know what he said? He told the crowd to shut the fuck up. That's what he told him.
I completely agree, bro. Joel Embiid soft as hell.
Jimmy was the chain. Yes, that's what they messed up on, Big. They should have signed Jimmy. They should have signed Jimmy Butler at that stage. Because that's what changed their team. When they got Jimmy Butler, that would change their team. And now they wanted to go with Tobias. They chose Tobias Harris and let Jimmy Butler walk and let Jimmy Butler go. They made that wrong decision. That's why I say you hold the organization accountable from giving him that money, not going for Jimmy Butler. Giving that to Jimmy Butler.
Anything else you got for us, Slay?
Nah, man. I mean, he explained it right there, man. This is great ass. Hopefully y'all win a ring before, you know what I'm saying, you die.
My God. In the next cup, in the next century or so, I mean something. Decade. I'll be 50, but damn.
Wait, y'all went to a conference championship game, right, in the last 5 years?
No,
they haven't. They
2001 was our last one.
Oh my God.
Look at Slay. You know, Slay know what he's doing. Slay know what he's trying to do. You know what he's doing.
All right, Slay, appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it. I was going to say appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good day.
All right.
All right, Slay. Slay knew what he was doing the whole goddamn time.
All right. Anyone else wants to call in before we wrap it up?
Damien, don't you call in. You bet not call in. Don't you call in.
I seen that blasphemous comment he said. I wasn't even.
Yeah, don't you call. You call in. We gonna hang up the phone on you immediately.
But no, you know who I haven't seen lately? Where the hell is Koo at?
Arku? Oh,
yeah.
he hiding in somebody's channel saying some blasphemous stuff. Now we gonna we gonna hang up the phone. We gonna hang up the phone with me. I would hang up the phone immediately on David.
All right, y'all. Let me get this wrapped up here. But we definitely appreciate y'all. We actually went 2 hours. We actually went 7,200 seconds this episode.
Yeah, yes, we did.
But no, appreciate y'all in the chat, of course. Appreciate Slay for calling in. Vic, as always. We had Mo in the chat. Cool. Appreciate y'all. JB, and all y'all guys. Come back next week. We got some more stuff. Hopefully, my pain. Y'all. Yeah, but it's hard being a Sixers fan. Definitely is. Told you I'm gonna have a hoodie. I'm gonna pull it, and yeah. Rest in peace to Candyman, by the way. He did pass away. But yeah, same time next week. Hopefully, we'll be back. Now we're 4 episodes away from 100. 4 episodes away. Remember that big call-in show. Will happen. Of course, we can bring people on camera, or you want to call in. Either way, we'll put the link out there. We'll give you the number. Come and hang out. Come and tell us your funniest moments. I'm sure what your best rant was, because I'm sure Coach had a bunch. That you can tell his best rant. Again, the giveaway. Just make sure you look out for the giveaways on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. So you can get your name drawn into the giveaway. Jersey of your choosing will be number 1. Again, we're not a hockey show, but if you like hockey, you want a hockey jersey, you'll get it. Hockey with jersey of your choosing, you're gonna get 7200 second t-shirt and then a hat. So 3 winners get something. And as always, we're on the Sports Wave Network. If you have not yet subscribed there, make sure you do. The link is in the description. If you want to support us, buy the merch. Again, 7200 second merch is on there as well. Link is in the description. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Dante, what you up to? Anything up? I know you're doing your high school things, right?
Yep, I'm still doing high school basketball. Just started, so yep, doing my high school stuff and everything. So that's what I'm basically always up to.
All right, y'all. So again, for Coach Dante and myself, we're gonna get on out of here. Because I gotta, and then later on, we're gonna be talking about some Eagles. So I'm gonna be on with Cool and the crew. So make sure y'all tune on in for that for Eagles Elite 8:30. Eagles fan, or you just fans in general, come on in. But yeah, we're gonna get on out of here. Love, peace, and hair grease. Remember, if y'all gonna do something dumb, just do it safe. Like if you're gonna drink at home. Don't drive. Don't. Yeah, I want to see y'all come back, and I don't want to see none of y'all on the news.
Yep.
But we gonna get on out of here. Peace.
Peace out.